Hello beautiful ones, welcome back again to my channel. So today we'll be cutting this beautiful gown on the thumbnail. If today is your first time of tuning into this channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. So let's get into the video. So I'll be starting by folding my fabric into two, which I've done here already. I've folded my fabric into two and I'll be measuring my gown length. The gown length I'm measuring is from my shoulder to my knee. From my shoulder to my knee, which here I'm using 41 inches here. So once I'm done taking that measurement, I will go ahead to take my bust point, which I'm using 12 inches here. I'll go ahead to take my bust point, take my under bust point, take my half length, okay? And once I'm done taking that, I will mark from my half length down with 9 inches, okay? This will indicate where I will fix my hip measurement. Okay, so that's basically what I'm doing right here. I'm taking the measurements one after the other, okay? Just watch what I'm doing. Just watch what I'm doing. So from here, I'm going to take 9 inches measurements to indicate where I will fix my hip measurements, okay? These 9 inches, you can use 10, you can use 11, you can use 12, depending the size you're working with. So for the size I'm working with here, I'm using 9, okay? So once I'm done doing that, I will head to mark my shoulder measurements. After that, I'll bring down 1 inches for my shoulder slope. 1 inch for my shoulder slope, okay? So when I'm done doing that, I will mark my armhole. I'll mark my armhole and connect a straight line together with the shoulder slope and the armhole. Just watch the way I'm doing it here. So once I'm done doing that, I will divide my armhole into two to indicate the middle point of the armhole. This will help me to make a good curve for my armhole. Just watch the way I'm doing it. So I've divided it into two and I've indicated the middle. It will help me to give it a nice curve. Now we go ahead to the neck measurements, which I'm using 3 inches here, okay? I'm using 3 inches by 4 inches. For the width, I'm using 3, while the depth I'm using 4 inches. And I will connect with my ruler on a straight line, which will guide me to give the neckline a good curve. Then I connect my shoulder slope. Going ahead, I will curve my armhole with my ruler, okay? From that middle point that I measured initially, I will take it from there and give it a nice curve. So when I'm done doing all that, I will go ahead to fix in all my measurements on the fabric, okay? So I'm measuring my bust measurements, adding 3 inches allowance, which 2 will be my sewing allowance, while 1 will be just a free allowance to the fabric, because the fabric is not a fitted fabric, is a kinda loose or free, just a little bit free fabric, so free design. Okay, so I'm adding that 1 inches for the freeness. Just watch what I'm doing over here. Now to the downside, of the fabric, that is the knee side, the knee length, that is where the length of the fabric stop. Okay, I'll be removing 1 inch from my hip measurements, then I mark it and also fix in the sewing allowance I've added to the other sides. Then I connect the lines with my ruler and go ahead to cut out what I've measured. That's just basically what I'm doing over here. Okay, here I'm using the front side to cut out the back side with 1 inch for the neck line. I'm using 1 inch for the neckline with same width of that front side. Then I cut out, add my zip allowance, and that's it. Okay, when I'm done doing that, I will head on to mark the sleeve side, which I folded it into two here because the sleeve is a pleated sleeve. I folded it into two and using a measurement of 3 inches, then with the full length of the Ankara fabric that I'm working with. Okay, that's just what I'm doing here, and I will trace it down and cut it out. Okay, once I'm done doing that, I will head to cut the downside, the pleated downside, which is my full gown line minus the 41, and the lengthness will be my hip into two, depending on how full you want the pleating to be. Now I will head to the sequence design, which I've already cut out here, and I will go ahead to fixing my stay on it. I've done that here. I've done that. So I'll go ahead to fold the fabric into two, measure my nipple to nipple measurement. Then I fix in the measurement and mark it down to the middle side of the fabric. Then give it a slant curve, like a triangle slant curve. So that's just what I'm doing here. When I'm done doing that, I will cut out lining for my fabric and go to my machine to join the lining to the Ankara fabric, which I've done here. As you can see, I'm done joining all, and I've also joined for the pleated side for the downside. So now is for me to fix the sequence design on the front side of the fabric, and I will measure the bust point. That is where the sequence will start. Okay, so I'm done fixing it here. This is it, and I'm done fixing the zip side, done joining the shoulder. So this is what I've just done so far, but the side, I've not joined the side. So I will head to my machine to join the both side of the fabric. Okay, after joining that, I will be fixing the down pleating. So just what I believe most of us know how to do this simple pleating. Okay, depending on the kind of or the type of pleating you want to work with, if it's a big size pleating or a small size pleating. So I'm working with medium size pleating here. This is how you're going to pleat it on the down side, to just pleat it around there. Then to the sleeve side, you also make a pleating on that sleeve side. Okay, that's just what you will do. You make a pleating on the sleeve side. That sleeve side, I didn't make the pleating did not get to the under armhole. Okay, it's just from the shoulder down to the side, shoulder to the side. Okay, let me head to the machine and do it, and I'll bring it back to show you all what I've done so far. Yeah, so this is the final look of the design. Okay, just look at the plating, look at the downside, look at the design. I believe This is beautiful. Okay, please, my lovely people, if you find this video helpful, please do subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and share this video. Thanks so much for watching.